What should you do if the guy that you're dating provides necessities but not luxuries? A few months ago, I received this comment under one of my videos, and it reads, I'm dating someone for almost 3 months now. He has all the good things you're talking about, but he never buys me anything and gives me very cheap gifts. Tea bags, chocolates, even though he's wearing designer things. He was so shocked when I told him I liked a $2,000 ring and didn't propose to buy it for me. He is always planning nice dates in nice places and paying for everything. I'm confused because he seems to have a good job and own himself expensive things. Any thoughts? And I responded, 3 months is a short amount of time to be expecting designer gifts or a proposal. However, you should continue to share your desires with him and voice how receiving such a gift would make you feel. If he truly loves you, then he will quickly get the memo and act accordingly just to see you smile. And she responded, thank you for a response. I've been waiting for it. He's actually already talking about marriage and wants to present me to his parents as well as talk to mine. He seems like a provider and seems to be happy to pay for everything when we meet, attraction parks, events, activities, restaurants, and drinks, but I feel that he's not comfortable providing gifts or things that I desire. Do you think it's not a big deal that I should buy these things myself and let him provide mainly the necessities? And that's when I went ahead and said, hey beautiful, I think this is a great question. I'd love to answer it in a long form upcoming video. I feel that many women can benefit from it. And then she said, thank you for your response. I will wait for your video. Another thing is I feel a bit silly voicing my desires and letting him know how it would make me happy because he knows and I know I could buy it myself if I wanted to. I don't need him to buy it, but I want him to buy it because it makes me feel that he loves me and that he cares about making me happy. Unfortunately, right now, I don't feel his love because of this, even though he told me many times that he loves me. Okay, so there's quite a lot to unpack in this video just in terms of answering this lady's question, and so I'm going to do my best to first just kind of give you some background on key things to look out for when you're dating someone, and then I'm going to go into some tips on how you could, hint hint, give a man a message that you do want a certain gift or a certain item or a certain luxury purchase in a super feminine, classy way. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is I really want you guys to not focus on what a man is buying for you, but more on his actions towards you and how he is treating you, okay? In the first few months, it is key to really assess a man based on his interest and his effort towards you, okay? Effort does not mean taking you on a shopping spree. As I've talked about it in many videos, you want a man who is showing consistency when it comes to courting you. Courting you means planning dates, initiating hangouts, offering to pick you up, and all of those things. So from your comment, it seems like this is a provider man. He is a gentleman. He's taking you to dinner. He's taking you for drinks. He's taking you to amusement parks and events. And so this guy really truly is committed to making you happy. And no, it is not a gift, but to me it is so much more important for a man to be showing that consistency in terms of wining and dining me, in terms of treating me like a queen. And so I don't want to discount that, and I want you to also realize that a lot of these couples that you see online, maybe the guy is buying her gifts or this and that, it takes time to build to that sort of level of a relationship. And I'll even share my personal journey with my partner, because my partner didn't start off taking me to Dior, Chanel, and Van Cleef, okay? He was very humble, and similar to your partner, he would plan dates. He was talking to me every single day. Like, he was showing me the effort and consistency that I desired. But when it came to gifts, like, he was getting me the roses, the chocolates, the little stuff here and there, which was super sweet and like super thoughtful, but obviously it wasn't knocking me off my socks. Like, I had been with millionaire men who were getting me bracelets and, you know, all sorts of gold and jewelry within the first few weeks and within the first few months. But that didn't mean that I was just going to drop this guy because he hadn't bought me a piece of jewelry or a luxury item yet. I would any day of the week choose a man who was interested in getting to know me versus a man who just wanted to buy things for me. Because you can buy things for someone but be extremely surface level and just see it as a transaction, see it as a trade-off. Like, oh, this girl will want to go on a date with me if I get her this bag, great. But he's not really committed to investing in you, to starting a future with you, to getting to know you, to wanting to talk to you every day, to wanting to see you every weekend, okay? So those are just two different tiers. Like, some women would gladly just take the gift, but they are not thinking long term. If you really want to build longevity with someone, you really need to prioritize the connection, the conversation, like I said, the actual act of getting to know someone. Like, that should be top tier, because these are the months when this guy is being examined under a microscope and you're trying to figure out, hey, is this guy hubby material? Is this guy, you know, someone that I see myself spending the rest of my time with, okay? So let's not care too much about gifts within the first few months, maybe within even the first year. Let's say that you have a dream of starting a business. I would say a man investing in your business is 10 times more meaningful than buying you a gift, because he truly wants to help you like find a purpose and to help jumpstart your career. And that is huge. For me and my relationship, my partner knew that I wanted to start a YouTube, and he went and got me a Fujifilm X-T3, which is a super expensive camera. He went and got me a tripod and lighting and all these things that would make my videos a reality. And so that was so much more meaningful to me at the time over receiving a Louis Vuitton bag. Okay, so always use your own discernment to figure out, okay, is this guy just straight up cheap, or is he strategic in what he's getting for me and buying for me? Now, the only thing that I want to point out, which is a little bit odd, was that this guy that you're dating has designer himself. That was not the case with my partner and I. He didn't have a single designer item. So I didn't feel left out. It wasn't like, oh, he's having Gucci head to toe and he's not getting it from me. So that is a little bit of a red flag that this guy is willing to spoil himself, get himself expensive things, but not do the same to you, and even kind of voice a little bit of hesitation when you brought up the ring that you loved. So that to me is a little bit fishy, just because when a man is standing next to a beautiful lady who has designer items on her, that elevates his status and that elevates his position in society. So many research studies have been done that showed that a man's position in society increases when he's with a beautiful, attractive woman who looks put together. The same is not true of a woman. My status does not go up in society if I'm standing next to a guy who looks great. That's not how it works. Women's status goes up when they are standing next to a wealthy man. That man can literally look like he's just in a t-shirt and jeans, but if he has wealth, that's going to upgrade my status. So you need to realize, as a man, getting you nice things actually boosts his ego and it boosts his image. So it's a win-win situation. Now, a lot of guys aren't going to just throw all these nice things at you on day one, because they're kind of feeling you out. They're kind of testing you out. They're seeing, what is this woman's intentions? And so you need to be very strategic in not jumping to get nice things, okay? Because he's gonna think, is this chick just using me for my wallet? Is this chick not really interested in getting to know me? I do now want to share a few things that you can do to help secure at some point in the future those more luxury items, or maybe a certain piece of jewelry or a certain item, whatever it is that you're desiring or wanting to manifest, here are some practical things that you can do to help make that a reality. Okay, so the first tip that I have for you, which is key, is understand that guys are logical creatures. Okay, a lot of women talk to men as if they are women, and that is a huge no-no. Women tend to be more emotional, so we appeal to our senses, right? Like we see a jacket that we love and we're like, ah, that's so cute, it's so fuzzy. That lingo isn't going to get to a man. Like that's just gonna fly right over his head. Men are logical. They are thinking in terms of quality, in terms of, is this item gonna last? Is this item gonna be useful? Is this item going to benefit my life? Men are logical creatures. So talk in their language. Instead of saying, that necklace is so cute, say, that would be a great necklace that I could wear every single day. I would get so much use out of that necklace. I could see myself wearing that necklace for the next 10 years. Now you're talking in a guy's language, because a guy's gonna hear that and be like, huh, that's a smart purchase then. To get a necklace that my girlfriend is going to be wearing every single day, that's a smart purchase. So stop talking in terms of what's cute and what's pretty and what's beautiful, and start talking in terms of what's quality, what's durable, what's going to last, what's going to be an everyday piece, what's going to not tarnish, right? When it comes to jewelry, well, buying real gold or real silver ensures that your piece isn't going to rust, isn't going to tarnish. So that is the type of things you want to bring up when you say that you like something, okay? So you want to provide reasons that are logical. That will directly translate to the type of language that your man speaks. The second tip is to let this man know that you prioritize quality over quantity. Okay, some men would rather just get you 5 average gifts because they think you'd rather open 5 boxes and get the enjoyment of that than having just one nice expensive luxury item. So you could tell your man, like, for Christmas, I'd rather you just get me one thing that I'm gonna get like great use of, something that I've been wanting a really long time. As a man, that's directly going to tell you, like, bingo, like this one thing is going to make her so much happier than all these small little things. And at the end of the day, if a man really loves you, he wants to see you happy. So he would rather get you that one item that's been on your wish list than 10 items that you don't really care about. The third thing that you can do is take the love language quiz with your partner. From your comment to me, it sounds like one of your top love languages is gifts. I think if your partner had that information and knew that you basically associate love with gifts, he would be that much more likely to get you a gift that you truly desire. The next thing that you can do is tell him what one of your favorite gifts you've ever gotten was, okay? So you can say, one of the best gifts that I've ever received was this beautiful gold necklace from my mom. Or you can say, one of my favorite clothing items in my closet is the one that my dad gifted me for Christmas last year. It's real leather and it is just so trendy, and it's something that I can wear for years to come. If a guy truly loves you, he is going to be the one getting you a gift that you adore and that you tell your friends and family about. That's boosting his ego once again. That's making him feel like, I'm fulfilled, I've done my duty, I've done my due diligence as a man, I've gotten my lady what she wants, and she's able to, proudly show it off. So if this guy is truly a provider, is truly really has his ears open and is listening to what you're saying, you can talk about previous gifts that you've received in the past and how meaningful they are to you. And that will give him the hint that, hey, these gifts, it's not just this one-time exchange. It's something that's going to like stick with me and bring me happiness for years to come. Obviously, you need to be very picky about what examples you bring up. You don't want to say, oh, my favorite gift is the ring my ex got me, because that's just not something nice to bring up to a lover. So you want to bring up something that you've received from a girlfriend, from a family member, like in a platonic way, because guys usually don't want to hear about what some other guy got you in the past. The next tip that I have for you guys is probably one of the most important, and it's the one that so many women screw up with. I see this time and time again, and I'm like, oh, like she is not gonna get that gift because she is not playing her cards right. Okay, and this tip is to bring up other people as examples without putting him down. That's the key part, because a lot of women will bring up other examples and bring their partner down while doing so. So let me give you an example. Let's say you're on your Instagram feed and you see that one of your friends got this beautiful gift from her partner. The majority of women would say, oh babe, like look at what my friend got, like you never do that for me, or you've never done that for me, or you would never do that for me, or I wish that was me. That is a negative way to bring it up, and that's going to make him even less likely to get you that gift. You can shift the way you bring it up and say, oh my God, honey, look at what so-and-so gifted my friend. Isn't that so sweet of him? So, can't you see that in that second way, you're bringing it up in a positive light? Like, oh my God, that's so sweet that he would do that. Like, that's so kind. What a thoughtful gift. You're not telling him you should do that, or you haven't done that, or you need to do that. You're just telling him how this made you feel, and then you're leaving it up to him. Now he knows what you find romantic. Now he knows what you find sweet and kind and generous. And it's up to him to take that information and to take action. You guys have no idea how powerful this can be. I know friends of mine who have manifested gifts through me. Okay, and I'm like so glad. I'm so happy that they're able to do that, because having one example of a provider man who buys gifts, not only does it elevate that relationship, but it elevates the relationships around those people. So when my friends see my partner taking me on trips, buying me gifts, doing these things for me, that helps their partner step up to the plate, right? Because we always want to kind of outdo our neighbors, outdo our friends, outdo the Joneses, right? And so seeing examples of beautiful love, of people getting each other nice gifts, that helps the other people in your life also step up to the plate. And I have seen this time and time and time again. Like, I will get a beautiful bouquet of flowers and my friend will show her partner that picture, like, look how sweet, look at what Shine got his fiance. And that will make him, like, within the week, her man will get her a beautiful bouquet of flowers. And it's because that was a reminder to that man to step up. That was a reminder to that man that, hey, there are gentlemen out there. I am capable of doing this for my woman too. And I'm telling you, when one person up levels in life, it is like a ripple effect. It is a domino effect. I literally have a friend that I have known for over a decade, and for years, this girl did 50-50. She was in 50-50 relationships. I'm talking about she lived with her boyfriend and they were doing 50-50, groceries, rent, everything. But the more and more she saw me and my journey and my transformation, she was inspired. And now she is in a happy, healthy relationship with a provider, with a guy who would never even let her think of splitting or doing 50-50 on any sort of, date or anything that they go on. And he's even told her that, when they get married, he actually wants her to be a stay-at-home mom. And like, he wants her to be fully in her feminine, fully in her receiving mode. And It is beautiful. Just me living and embodying my feminine nature rubbed off on her, and it helped her level up. It is just beautiful thinking about how many couples and how many people's lives my fiance and I have been able to impact just by doing us, just by loving each other. We have been a positive catalyst for other people in love. So when you see someone else receiving a beautiful gift, don't feel envy, don't feel jealousy, don't feel greed. Instead, see that as a sign from the universe that you are able to manifest that too. And by bringing these simple little instances up to your partner in a positive, like happy, hopeful way, you can really inspire them and motivate them to do something similar for you. The next thing, which is pretty simple, is when he asks you what you'd like for your birthday or for Christmas, send him a wish list. Don't be shy. I know so many women who have received gifts that were nice, but it wasn't what they wanted. Like, I knew so many of my friends who were gifted facials or spas or like really nice things that they liked, but that wasn't really what they truly wanted at that time. So be vocal, you guys. Men cannot read our minds. Actually, nobody can read our minds. It is up to us to voice our desires, our wants, our needs. And especially if someone is outright asking you, what would you like for your birthday? Don't be shy to be like, well, I've had my eye on this for like the last few months, and send them a pic, send them a link. It is up to them to either purchase it for you or not. And it's not the end of the world. Maybe they don't, but at least now they have it in their minds that this is something that you want. The next tip is when he gets you something you don't want, still express appreciation. So I'm going to share a really funny story about my fiance and I. When we first started dating, there was this phase of gift giving. Obviously, like I said, it started off with the chocolates, the little things, the flowers here and there. But once it got to like my birthday and Christmas and that sort of thing, we were in the tech phase. And what I mean by that is my partner just had this thing with gifting me tech. Okay, so like in that umbrella, iPhone, Apple Watch, my camera, my laptop, things like that, which, I mean, those are great gifts. Who does not want a brand new computer? Who does not want a brand new phone, a brand new camera? Those are awesome gifts, right? But at the end of the day, are they like sentimental, or are they like make me feel so yummy inside? Not really, right? They're more logical. They're more masculine gifts. And like, as you can see, he was truly operating in his masculine, like what can up-level her life? Oh, like a new laptop, or a new this, a new that. Like, he was always thinking very logical. And so I expressed so much appreciation for those things. Like, I was like, oh my God, this is great. This computer's running so much faster than my last one. I would use everything he gave me. So I was showing appreciation, but I would also giggle every now and then and be like, you know, these gifts are not sentimental at all. Like, they're very logical and they help me in my day-to-day life and my business, but they're not something that I think about and like get butterflies. Whereas if your partner buys you a bracelet, if your partner buys you a necklace, it's something that like you cherish and that you look at in a certain way. Like, you can feel the love radiating from that item. Like, it's very sentimental, it's very special, and I really kind of express that to my partner, not in a mean way or a rude way, but I would be like, I love the gifts you get me. I'm getting so much use out of them, but I would love to wear something and think of you. I would love to have something that I'm using and wearing every single day and thinking of you, that you picked this out for me. So I did give him the hint that like it would be so special if he picked something out for me, or if he was able to get me something that I can look at and think of him. Because let's be real, when I look at my laptop, my first thought isn't, oh, my fiance got me this. No, it's, okay, this is a tool for work. This is a tool for my business. It's not a very sentimental gift, okay? So please, if a man gets you something that isn't exactly aligned with what you want, show appreciation. A woman I know, I won't say her name, back in the day, like this was probably 10 years ago, received an iPod from her boyfriend, which at the time, you know, iPods were the huge hit. But I remember she was just not showing much appreciation for that. She was like, I didn't really want that, you know? And you guys, it really hurts a man when he gets you something and you're not really fully enjoying it or appreciating it. So even if it's not something that you personally would have picked or would have wanted, like, use it, show appreciation, and then, you know, once you've shown that you're grateful for it, you can bring it up at a later time, not right when you received it, because that is a very vulnerable time when someone's opening a gift, to just flat out be like, I didn't want this, like, we should return it. That is so mean and rude. So please, you guys, wait for the right time to kind of redirect them and tell them like, hey, that was like a sweet gift. It's something I can use, but it would be really nice and special if you got me something sentimental. And I think that was so key. Like in my partnership, once we literally squared away all my new tech and I got all the things I needed, we knew that all that was left at that point was for him to get me luxuries, was for him to get me those special things, the things that I didn't necessarily like need, right? It wasn't like do or die, but it were those things that were actually the most special in the long run. The next tip is, please remember that if he is willing to invest in you, in your passion, in your pursuits, in your future, weigh those things a lot more heavily than the meaningless gifts, the things that are nice but not needed. Okay, so if this guy is helping you set up your 401k or your Roth IRA, or he's helping you to start your business or to get a website running or to get your YouTube started, all of these things should really be appreciated, because it shows that this guy doesn't just want to get you a gift that's depreciating in value. He wants to get you a gift that will keep on giving, that will keep on returning for you for years and years to come. So please know that if a guy is willing to invest in your future, in your passions, whether that's a gym membership or, you know, a bike so you can be more active, like all of these things are so beautiful, because it shows that the man isn't just thinking, oh, luxury items. He's also thinking about what can make your life more whole. Is it new cooking equipment? Is it new YouTube equipment? Like I said, all of these things show that he wants you to up level, improve, and he's ready to invest in your development. And that is beautiful. And I think that that is a huge sign that you're dealing with a provider man. Last but not least, let's say he finally buys you the thing that you have been loving, wishing for, hoping for, desiring, praying about, manifesting. Fully receive this gift with gratitude, with love, like with heartfelt appreciation. Show it off, wear it, don't let it collect dust, okay? That is huge for my partner. Like if he gets me something that was really expensive, or maybe even not really expensive, but it was jewelry, it was a handbag, it was something that was, you know, more in the luxury space and less in the logical space, where is usually where he's coming from. He wants me to fully receive that. He wants me to put on the earrings as soon as I get them. He wants me to tell my friends and family about it. He wants to see that huge smile on my face. He wants to see me light up. So give your man that pleasure, that confirmation that, yes, this is what I wanted. Like fully embrace and receive in that moment, because that is literally going to give him the fuel to get you something again in the future, okay? This is how these things work. It's as simple as this. Have you ever gotten one of your girlfriends a gift and you were so excited about giving it to her, but then you saw her open it, her face didn't light up, she didn't use it, it didn't seem like it was really ringing a bell with her? Did that not make you feel horrible? Did that not make you feel like, ugh, I failed, I'm not a good gift giver? And it really like hurts you when you see that someone doesn't fully receive or appreciate your gift. Okay, so just give him that positive reinforcement, because that is what will help you receive gifts like that again in the future. And I know that was just a key in my partnership with my fiance, is him getting to see my reaction. That is like what he buys me gifts for. He loves and lives for that moment of seeing me in pure bliss. And a man who truly, truly loves you and cares about you will just melt at his knees to see you in that state of fully receiving a gift with gratitude and an open heart. So that is my video for you guys today. I really hope that this video helps you figure out, hey, maybe this guy is not buying me luxuries yet, but is this something that is a possibility for our future? Once again, I don't want you ladies to prioritize designer or luxury by any means. There are so many more important things in life. I would choose an experience over a gift. Like if a guy was willing to take me on vacation, I would choose that over a luxury gift any day. So realize what's truly important in your life. A lot of the times when we're prioritizing these superficial things, that means we don't really love this person or connect with them on a deeper, long-term scale. Because if you truly care about someone and if you truly care about getting to know them, gifts are just like the cherry on top. They are not a necessity, they are a luxury, and we should treat it as such. It's not mandatory, and we shouldn't expect men to just spend thousands of dollars on us within just a few weeks or a few months of meeting. So be patient. I wish you all the best, and I know that in due time you will get that beautiful ring that you've been wishing for and hoping for. And I know that regardless of whether or not you end up with this man, it does sound like he is a masculine provider type. He's taking you on those dates. He's investing in you, at least in terms of showing you a good time and wanting to get to know you and talking about the future. So let's stay patient and let's show our love, and let's use some of these tips to help guide him in the right direction. So thank you so much for watching this video. If it was helpful and if it resonated with you, then make sure to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!